Dan Marino is unquestionably the greatest quarterback in Panthers history, and some will tell you he's the greatest quarterback to ever play anywhere at any level. And the Panthers didn't have to go far to recruit the Parade All-American, because Marino went to Pittsburgh Central Catholic High School, which lies literally within the shadow of the Pitt campus in Oakland.
Central football was big time, and I remember going to, when I was in 7th and 8th grade, my dad taking me to games to see Central Catholic play, and I knew I was going to be going to school there, and there's great tradition. I mean, Central has great tradition, and it's something that they've built over years, and I like to say I'm proud that I went to Central.
Marino was immensely talented, but he also exhibited the toughness and leadership qualities that would become hallmarks of his unparalleled career.
I think the whole area was very competitive. Western Pennsylvania's competitive football, and I think that that helps you later on in life. And there's no doubt that I don't know if it's the leadership part. I think that kind of comes as time goes on. But the competitiveness and wanting to win and to work hard, I think, comes from the area that you grow up in.
Marino was also a top baseball talent, good enough to be drafted in the 4th round out of high school.
I loved playing baseball. When we were at Central, I got drafted by the Kansas City Royals, and I did consider it, and played a little bit in the summer leagues, around Western PA here and around the city. But I think if I would have played baseball, I'd probably be in AAA somewhere, and never had the opportunity that I had in football. So I don't think there was much of a choice there.
And when it came time to choose a college, Pitt was fortunate that the local boy wanted to stay home.
Growing up as a kid, a lot of the people that worked at Pitt and friends and that were always involved at the university, and I could actually walk from my front door, to the 50-yard line at Pitt Stadium. So, yeah, I mean, did I dream about it? I know I wanted to play college football, and I loved watching, Pitt when I was a young kid, actually, seeing Tony Dorsett play there, and the years they were so successful. So I pretty much wanted to go there because they had a great program.
I met him when he was going to be a senior. He was in the press room at a Pirate game because Jack Berger, the publicity man, his kid, Mike Berger, and Dan Marino went to Central Catholic. I said, here's a kid who's not even a senior in high school and he's in the press room at the Pirate games. This kid's pretty sharp. And I talked to him, and it came down to Pitt and Arizona State, and I wasn't worried.
And Pitt pulled out all the stops in recruiting to make sure they got their man.
I went to every one of his baseball games. I think the brothers at Central Catholic were getting upset with me. I was there more than they were.
So when we were recruiting him, I was his host when he came into Pitt. And, it was a big-time player having on campus and making sure we got him.
I feel that, with this recruiting thing, that's all good, but there's a couple other kids on the team out there that's just getting much attention as I am. So we got to go out there and just, think about playing and winning, the WPIL.
Not many kids get a chance to play high school football and college football right in the same neighborhood, basically. And they had a great program. Jackie Sherrill was the coach. They had, Pitt had tradition. They won a national championship a few years before. I was home. I mean, how many kids get an opportunity if they want to, from their dorm room, walk home and have dinner the same night after going to classes? There's not many kids that get that opportunity. So it was a great setup for me.
The marriage of Marino and Pitt would soon prove to exceed all expectations as Marino quickly developed into the greatest quarterback in school history. Panthers Weekly, Panthers Legends is brought to you by Barrel Automotive.